Today, we will be debating about whether it's better to go to university abroad or go to a university close to home. First, you must choose a partner, then choose a side. I want you to argue professionally. You may begin.
I believe it is better to study abroad because we can experience a new culture. Korea is a very small and the most areas of Korea have the same culture. So if we study abroad, we can experience many new things. This will benefit our university students more than if they just travel or backpack through a new country.
That may be true, but what is the most important part about attending university? Students need to study hard, specifically in their major. However, if they are hit by a language barrier, it can make studying very difficult and they will not be able to concentrate on their goals.
Studying is very important, but sometimes also is having a wider view of the world. If we study abroad, we can widen our world view, but if we study close to home, we will never learn about new parts of the world.
Having a wider worldview is good, but studying abroad can be expensive. These days, when university entrance fees are too high because of all the economic problems in the world. Furthermore, when you study abroad, we need to exchange money, which will require more money from home since the exchange rates are so high.
I see your point, but if we go to a foreign university, we can study at some of the best schools in the world. Since this university only limits the best schools in the world, we can be study abroad. Since this university only limits the best schools in the world, we can be study abroad.
Well, I believe that just because a school is famous doesn't mean that it is necessarily good. Not all schools are good for everyone. Even if it is a good school, if you cannot adapt to the new culture, it will not be a good school for you.
Culture shock can be hard, but sometimes universities that are close to home do not have much funding as universities abroad, so their programs are not as good. Many great people attend foreign universities because those places have more financing and therefore they are a better place to study.
Yes, but I think that we can succeed although we choose to go to a university close to home. For example, the Korean president Myung-Bang Lee graduated from Korea University and he's very successful. Also, there are many cases of people who did not succeed even though they attended university abroad.
Yes, but if we go to a foreign university, we can learn another language, namely English. These days, there is more and more world globalization, so learning English is becoming necessary. If we study abroad, we will be able to get a better job in the future.
Learning another language can be good, but since the world is globalizing, it is more important than ever for Koreans to learn about Korea. As each country becomes more and more alike, people need to have pride about their culture and knowledge of their country. So, studying close to home is very important.
It is good to think about globalization, but if we attend foreign universities, it will give Korea a better image. If we become great students abroad, then people will think highly of Korea and of the students and people who come from there.
Yes, but if we study abroad, we can experience a lot of stress. We have to make money for ourselves as well as study in a foreign language. This can make our grades very low and cause a lot of stress in other parts of our lives.
Time's up. We can see that we both had many good points and many bad points about studying abroad. Overall, what is most important is that each person consider these points and make a decision that is best for them.